For centuries, people all over the world have used Horehound to naturally treat respiratory conditions. In recent times, some of the top makers of herbal cough drops and cough syrup include Horehound in their formulations. In vitro studies have demonstrated that the Horehound essential oil appears to have antibacterial, antifungal and anti-cancer properties. Commonly known as white horehound, it's a bitter perennial bushy plant belonging to the mint family. Horehound is a perennial plant. This means once it's planted, it will return year after year. The plant is native to Europe, northern Africa, and southwestern and central Asia. It has small white flowers. The flowers, as well as all parts of the plant, are used for medicinal purposes. It's been found to contain a number of health-boosting plant components, including vitamin C, essential oils, flavonoids, alkaloids, beta-lactone, saponins, sterols, tannins, monoterpenes, and diterpenes. Horehound is an ingredient often found in herbal lozenges and syrups, and it's in there for a good reason. It contains a plant compound called diterpenes, more specifically a diterpene called marabouin. This gives it its expectorant ability. In other words, it helps cough sufferers to get rid of mucus that's clogging up their airways. It's also been shown to be both antispasmodic and analgesic. Researchers also believe the marabouin is the reason the horehound has a bitter taste. Along with foods like endive and horseradish, the horehound is believed to be one of the Bible's bitter herbs. Its bitter flavour makes it an excellent choice for improving digestion, since plants that taste bitter have been shown to help in managing dyspepsia, also known as indigestion or an upset stomach. The taste of bitter herbs actually helps to increase the production of saliva and gastric juices. This is exactly what you want when you're eating, because the crucial bodily fluid helps to break down the food that you eat. Experts say over time we develop a bitter reflex, which upon recognizing the taste on the tongue, it begins to stimulate and tonify the organs of digestion, including the stomach, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Bitter foods like horehound are a great choice if you struggle with poor digestion. When the food is broken down in the optimal fashion, you're much less likely to suffer from digestive complaints like indigestion or gas. For some people, symptoms of motion sickness can result from the movement of a car, a boat, or a plane. The motion sickness typically goes away when the motion stops, but many people who commonly deal with motion sickness are curious about natural ways to improve their queasy feelings. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any scientific research to date, but black horehound has been used as a traditional remedy for motion sickness. The recommended dose is 1 to 2 milliliters of a tincture. As an expectorant herb, the horehound can help with the intense congestion of bronchitis. When you have bronchitis, the tubes that carry air into the lungs, the bronchial tubes, become inflamed. This inflammation causes a cough, which can often be intense and persistent. The horehound can be helpful since it has been found to not only act as an expectorant to help to get the mucus up, but also to promote vasodilatory effects. The vasodilation is when the smooth muscle within the blood vessels relax and the blood vessels widen. This results in a better flow of oxygenated blood. Sometimes people struggle with a lack of appetite for various reasons, including stress, pregnancy, hypothyroidism, metabolic problems, liver disease, and more. Bitter herbs like horehound have a long history of use as digestive tonics, as well as appetite stimulants. Horehound's ability to improve saliva and gastric juice output makes it very helpful for increasing the appetite. Horehound is available in most health stores, and it's found as a powder, a capsule, a herb, a tincture, and even a pressed juice. You can use fresh or dried versions to make homemade cough syrups and teas. If you've got fresh or dried leaves, you can make a tea simply by pouring boiling water on a teaspoon or two of the leaves. Let it steep for 5 minutes before removing the leaves and make sure that it's not too hot. To make it more pleasant, you could add honey or lemon juice. The dose of Horehound depends on each individual and their health concerns. There's not currently any standard range of dose established. For digestive problems, the Horehound has been taken at 4.5 grams of the crude herb, or 2 to 4 tablespoons of the pressed juice per day. If you're feeling unsure about what dose to take for a particular health concern, it's always best to consult a herbalist. Horehound should be used with caution by anyone who has a peptic or gastric ulcer, since the Horehound is known for increasing stomach acid. Black Horehound is not recommended for people with Parkinson's disease or schizophrenia. White Horehound is considered safe for most people when taken in food amounts, and it's possibly safe when taken for medicinal purposes. Using it topically has been known to cause contact dermatitis in some people. It's not recommended for pregnant or nursing women, but food amounts of white Horehound while nursing is likely okay. Always check with a doctor before using Horehound medicinally, or if you're taking any medication or have ongoing health conditions. Horehound is a bitter herb and it belongs to the mint family. It might not be as well known as some other herbal remedies, but people have been aware of its benefits for centuries. Traditional medicine has used Horehound as a remedy for common respiratory concerns like coughs and also for digestive complaints like indigestion. For more on herbs, supplements and natural treatment plans, check out my website.